Hey everybody, welcome to the Institute. I'm thankful you're here. This is a place where we allow God to make us into the leaders He wants us to be. So today, I want to ask you the question, what is it do we repeatedly say no to? Like, what are those things that we say, no, can't do that, can't do that. But the truth is, maybe we can do that. I went to a leadership training at a place called the Disney Institute. I'm not sure if you've heard of Disney. It's a massive, huge entertainment company that's here in the States and has offices all around the world. And they have this leadership training. They do some really great stuff. And so this guy was in here teaching this particular session, and he asked that question. He says, what is it in your business, because this was business training, and for us, what is it in our ministry, what is it in our organization, that we say no to that maybe we shouldn't? And he gives this example that Disney had decided they don't do weddings. Now they have these big parks with all these rides and food and events, and the grounds are beautiful, and it's really, really pretty place. And so many people want to get married there. And so they were calling saying, hey, can we get married there? And Disney's like, nope, we don't do weddings. We don't do weddings. No, 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 no. Well, this one executive, he's actually standing at one of the properties, and he's standing on this spot that's got this kind of big concrete cement pad, and it's overlooking this lake and it's trees. It's just a beautiful place. And he's sitting there, and all of a sudden, he sees all these cars, like these wedding cars, and they come rolling in fast, and they stop, and wedding party piles out. Guests pile out. The bride and groom, they all pile out of the cars. They run up. They pass the guy who's standing there. They run up to the edge of the lake. The pastor's right with them. They get in line real quick. They turn on their cameras. The pastor opens up the Bible, and they do this quick wedding. Just now present your husband and wife, you may not kiss the bride, and then they all book past this guy, hop in the cars, and they're gone. So they did this kind of drive-by wedding, even though they weren't supposed to. And this guy sat there thinking, why do we say no to this? Like, this is a beautiful place. We should want people to get married here. There's really no reason why we shouldn't. And now, Disney does thousands of weddings a year on their properties, literally all over the world. So, the question I want to ask you is why, or what is it you, or what is it we say no to that we shouldn't? Now, there's times when we need to say no for the right reasons. If it's something that's against Scripture, if it's something that's against our core values or your own core values, if it's something that is unloving, something that's illegal, like those are all good reasons to say no. Because we're not going to do something illegal in our ministry. We're not going to do something that's against Scripture. Like, the answer is no. So there are some things we will repeatedly say no to. But sometimes we say no for the wrong reasons. We say no because we've always done it that way. Or we say no because, and I've heard this phrase so many times, where someone says, well, in Uganda, and then like, that's truth. Because we've done it like that way in Uganda. People do it here in America too. They're like, well, and where I come from, well, so what? That's not a good enough reason. Many times we say no to something because of fear. We're just fearful of what happens if I say yes to that. We also might say no to something because we don't fully understand. Like, we just need to take the time to understand, what is this thing that I keep saying no to? And often we say no because our current known situation is more comfortable than the new unknown. Like, I don't want to say yes to that because that's unknown, and I'd rather just sit with what I know. So, I want you to ask yourself the question, what is it you say no to all the time, or too often, that you should maybe think back and go, you know what, I should probably say yes to that. And then I want you to think about that in our ministry, maybe at Cherish as a whole, or even just your individual department. What is it you say no to, that we say no to, that we maybe should stop and think and go, why do we do that? Maybe we should say yes.